Welcome to the Reality of Wrestling from a brand new Row Arena right here in Texas City, Texas. I'm the Beau Brad Gilmore, joined by the historian Kirby Carrion, and of course, Miss Brittany Howland, and we have an incredible night of action that's going to get started with a championship match. The television championship is on the line.
We know that Rudy Garza said that he was only going to be defending the championship in big events, and what better way to kick things off here in our new arena than with a TV title match? Tonight is triple threat, and that means that there's more rules out the window.
Yeah, we'll see if Rudy Garza can retain that championship. And in our main event, when you talk about champions and you talk about Texas, you got to talk about the Bear, the final boss. Ryan Davidson's defending that title this evening.
He is defending that title against Dexx Harms, and we'll see if he comes out bearing that gift of the Texas title and walks away again as Texas champion.
Still the champ, we'll have to find out. That is everything that is up for grabs tonight on the Reality of Wrestling. Kicking off the action tonight in the first match in the brand new Reality of Wrestling arena. History is about to be made. A triple threat match for the Reality of Wrestling Television Championship. This has implications dating back to Summer of Champions and prior, Kirby.
He was a part of that ladder match where we saw Rudy Garza defend that championship by auspicious means, if you will. But what better way to get things started here today than with the Raw original, Erik Lockhart.
Auspicious?
Auspicious.
The hell does that mean?
Well, while you look that up on Google Translate.
Izzy James was one of the men competing in that ladder match at the Summer Champions. Had a couple of moments where it looked like he could have been the television champion, but it did not pan out for Izzy James.
You know, a case could be made for both of these guys, Izzy James and Erik Lockhart, that they were just fingertips away from possibly becoming the television champion before the insurance policy of the current TV champion, Rudy Garza, made his appearance.
And that's the thing, is speaking of Rudy Garza, these men really don't like him, so we could possibly see some teaming up action, but only one of them can be the champion.
You know why they don't like him? Because they want to be him. They want to be the television champion.
On,
they want to get all the women. They want to dress the way that he dresses.
My goodness.
Rudy Garza has been, in my estimation, one of the best television champions in history. No one's been able to stop him.
Better than Rex Andrews?
I said one of. I didn't say the.
I will give you that. Fair enough.
I'm saying one of, and he is. He absolutely is one of the absolute best. The champion of all the television. Look at him, the Morning Star. Bask in his glory, ladies and gentlemen.
The Morning Star is definitely shining up that belt really nicely, and I will agree with you, Brad. He's making a lot of people really pay attention to this championship reign, and a lot of people really question who will be the one that ends up taking that championship from him.
Well, speaking of, as you say, he's one of the greatest television champions. I notice he's missing a little something. Just a little something around here.
See a title around the waist.
Okay.
See a chiseled bod. Great ring here. I don't see anything missing.
You don't see Beau Amir himself, his insurance policy per se from Summer of Champions, who helped him retain that title?
Look, when you become the champion, you become 33 1/3% better. That's a scientific fact. Everybody knows it. Everybody's always said it. Now, speaking of 33 1/3, Kirby, he also has that chance of retaining the title.
Absolutely. Now, in a triple threat match, this is how the rules work. All three men have an opportunity to win this matchup, but the champion does not have to be pinned to lose that championship. There are no countouts, there are no disqualifications, and the first man to get a pinfall or submission on another competitor walks away the TV champion.
Look at that.
Look at this first roll up. 1, 2, a 2 count.
Oh.
As there another roll up here by Erik Lockhart on the champion, but another kick out. Everybody's trying to get one. And everybody gets a 2 count as it's a stalemate right here as Rudy Garza grabs a headlock here. The action is going to be quick, and we're going to have to be, honestly, on our best here in our first opening matchup.
Look at this. Is he going to get it?
Every man trying to do a German suplex to another, but a roll up here by Erik Lockhart. 2.
Oh, but Izzy James says no, not today.
Now, Rudy Garza in the center of the ring right now as Izzy James trying to capture his first singles gold here, as well as Erik Lockhart. Now, Brad, I gotta ask, what do you think it feels like to win championship gold for the very first time as a singles competitor?
Well, Kirby, you remember your very first time. Actually, you probably don't. But I think for Erik Lockhart, this would be a history-making moment. It would definitely be the thing that cements his legacy here at Reality of Wrestling. Winning with your brother's great. Winning on your own is even better.
We see the arm drags right here from Erik Lockhart, the original, having made his debut in December of 2012. Now mixing it up with another tag team champion, Izzy James, as both competitors here trying to get the best of each other in the center of the ring. Sunset flip over, shoulders are down, but not able to get the cover. As look at this, Erik Lockhart hitting the ropes.
Oh,
Whoa! And a big shot to the side of the head.
He's not moving.
Whoa.
He's not moving.
Oh,
And Rudy Garza.
out onto the floor over here by the commentary table.
Erik Lockhart looks ready.
Izzy James might be out on his feet right now. I don't think he knows where he's at. I think he's back at the World Gym Arena.
Well, I was actually talking with Erik Lockhart earlier today, and he was talking about his ring gear. It is a symbol for him. That is a smoked gear right there, and it's to...
Into the cover here. Sorry to cut you off, Brittany. 2 for the championship. No.
He was talking about how it embellishes that his dreams went up in smoke at Summer of Champions, but he's here tonight to leave a stamp and a mark and take home that championship.
Well, right now, speaking of dreams, I feel like Izzy James is on Dream Streak. Operate off muscle memory, but now finding some daylight.
That big back elbow off of the ropes into the cover for the championship. 2, but a kick out by Erik Lockhart. And as we mentioned earlier, ladies and gentlemen, Rudy Garza does not have to be pinned to lose that championship. So Izzy James could have very well become the TV champion had he managed to get the 3 count right there.
Listen to Row Nation right now for Izzy James.
Going for some vintage, some classic Izzy James. Rudy Garza had it.
Right into the steel steps as now Rudy Garza, the champion, makes his way back into the ring. And this is the viciousness that we always see from the television champion, Brittany.
It definitely is a smart move. I will give him that. He laid out for quite some time, albeit not of his own volition, but he's now back laying the boots to Erik Lockhart here.
Now this right here is the pace that Rudy Garza prefers, but Erik Lockhart was ready to go. Erik Lockhart knows what it's like to be a champion, but not a singles champion here at the Reality of Wrestling. And that is something that he's been chasing over the last 11 years as a member of this roster. As right now he seems to be getting the best of Rudy Garza as he backs him up into the ropes, flips him over. Neckbreaker, center of the ring. Erik Lockhart is on all gears tonight, Brad.
He absolutely is, and look at that. Some classic New Richmond, Wisconsin.
Butterfly suplex. And now the shoulders are down. Here we go for the championship, but a 2 count. Once again, as Rudy Garza managed to kick out.
And I saw a little frustration on the face of Erik Lockhart. You cannot allow that to set in, especially in this type of environment when the pressure is on.
Well, of course he's frustrated. I mean, he's got Izzy James in here. We all know their past.
Wait a minute, what is this?
Oh, into the shoulders here. The Death Valley Driver could be coming. And there it is. Izzy James connects with the Death Valley Driver. Now the high knee to Erik Lockhart. The action has been non-stop as Izzy James seems to not be able to choose a target, so he's just going to go for both.
Oh, man. Look at that. Couple Europeans there, Kirby.
Those uppercuts are vicious as now Izzy James with that senton center of the ring.
Couldn't get the cover, though, there. That would probably been a good time for Izzy James to get in there and get the cover. That's a mistake.
Good, but up and over. And oh no, Erik Lockhart.
Oh! Trips him over onto the apron. Rudy Garza full head of steam ahead of himself. Same for Erik Lockhart. Connects with the back elbow. And here goes Erik. What's he thinking here as Rudy Garza's resting on the other side of the ring?
Rudy Garza is hurting right now.
Rolls in. Does Erik Lockhart. Rudy Garza was thinking of a counter there. But Erik Lockhart trying to go for the knee across the chest. Misses. And that just goes to show how all of these men know each other so well, Brittany.
Come on, by the hair. That's ridiculous.
Look, by any means that you need to do. He's the champion. He knows that the odds are stacked against him. He's got to get the advantage.
Into the cover here. Rudy Garza, 1, 2. But a kick out by Lockhart.
Lockhart is definitely fighting for this. I mean, you have to give it up for Izzy James, but it feels like Lockhart has a vendetta against Rudy Garza.
Well, look at that. Speaking of Izzy James, he's trying to reintroduce himself right now.
And in triple threat matches, you always have to have eyes in the back of your head. That's right there. Izzy James just took a tumble to the outside. I believe his leg got caught on the top rope. His knee might be completely out. As now Rudy Garza, look at this.
Oh, and
one suplex. Going for a second. An homage to one of his favorite competitors of all time, in Eddie Guerrero. That's 2 suplexes. The third one will make this the trifecta and the 3 amigos.
The fans got it right, not liking Rudy Garza there with what he's doing to Lockhart.
And look at this, he switches it up, Brittany. As now just flanks him with a reverse suplex into the cover once again. Shoulders are down, but a kick out by Erik makes this match continue, if even for just a little bit longer. Now as this match starts getting into the deeper waters here, Brad,
I'm betting on the champ. He's found a way always, even in a 6-man ladder match where the odds are even more stacked against him. Who walked out the champ? Rudy Garza.
Yeah, he found a way with another person. He's in there by himself with 2 other people against him.
I believe Kirby asked me the question, just so you know.
as we now are starting to reset in the ring, Rudy Garza has set up Erik Lockhart in the top right there. But Erik Lockhart, well aware of his surroundings, able to just drive Rudy Garza's head onto the top turnbuckle. Both men in a dangerous spot here in the middle rope. I believe Rudy Garza's trying to go for a suplex.
Oh, but here comes Izzy.
Oh, this is dangerous right here. Izzy James, I believe he's thinking powerbomb, but Rudy Garza able to break away. Erik Lockhart here, oh, delivers an uppercut.
Oh.
And now Rudy Garza is in the worst spot as he's on Izzy's shoulders. Shades of Legion here, and Erik Lockhart flies across with a clothesline. And here into the cover, Rudy Garza's championship could be over, but no.
Could you imagine? Izzy James was fingertips away from Garza. If Lockhart would have gotten that pin.
Oh! This crowd's behind Izzy James. There's no doubt about that.
Izzy James starting to empty the gas tank here. Maybe one last gasp effort as he's taking down Erik Lockhart. Look at this, using the strength into the backbreaker. Shoulders are down, 2. But no, not yet. Erik Lockhart still with the wherewithal to kick out. And that is how much the singles championship means to everybody in this matchup. The TV title, one of the most prestigious titles in all of Texas wrestling. Izzy James now sending Erik Lockhart to the outside, but look at this. Vintage Erik Lockhart.
There's some Lockhart that we know and love. Oh, wait a minute.
Rudy Garza, stylish ever in his entrance. Now going for possibly a Russian leg sweep, but no, switches it over.
Oh my God.
That's it. That's
Into
it.
the Icarus for the championship, but no. The Icarus has ended many matches before, but it was not meant to be here as Erik Lockhart breaks up the pinfall.
You have to admit, even though Summer of Champions, that ladder match took a toll on all of these men, they've had a little bit of time to buffer and come back, but you know they've been holding on to that grudge against Rudy and for this championship.
It was a huge uppercut delivered there from Erik Lockhart. Back and forth, these 2 men go, and it is all over the television championship, being held by the likes of Ryan Davidson, Rex Andrews, Clay Roberts, to just name a few. That's right there! Rudy Garza could have just ended it all. Shoulders are down, 2! And no! Such a close call as Rudy Garza almost retained the championship once again here tonight.
Speaking of frustration, Brad, there's a little frustration on Rudy Garza's face at this time.
Here comes Izzy.
He almost had a boot to the face.
Oklahoma roll here into the cover. Two. Another one here from Izzy James, this time for the television championship.
Count of two there. Able to get the shoulder up, and now it looks like Rudy Garza's got the keys in the ignition, trying to finish this thing again.
Whoa.
That's it. That's it.
Rudy James.
No. But,
Wait a second.
no.
Well, Rudy Garza's out, and Izzy James is out of the ring. Oh my gosh.
Is this how it's going to happen?
One,
Erik Lockhart into the cover. What?
He did it. He did it. We have history.
Erik Lockhart is your new television champion. But what did we just see, Brad? Was that 11 years of frustration just being let out?
This is a culmination of an 11-year legacy for Erik Lockhart, and tonight he went from just reaching for the stars to becoming one himself. I like this man's style.
You like his stuff. What about Rudy?
That's old news. We got a new champ right now, and his name is Erik Lockhart. So Brittany, I hope you do your studying. I hope you get the textbook. I hope you Google all you can, because from now on, you better know your Lockhart.
Time, one half of the participants in the main event tonight, Dexx Harm. Dexx, you're going one-on-one against Ryan Davidson for the Texas Championship. Your first title shot in the very first main event here at the new Booker T World Gym Arena. The Row Nation wants to know, can Dexx Harm handle the pressure?
Chris Russo, with all due disrespect to you and the Row Nation, I was built for pressure. See, I can do what half of these other guys on the roster can't do. I was a 4-year starter at a Division I program here in Texas, in the trenches, in the mud. I did it on the football field, and I'm going to do it here in the wrestling ring. See, I was him. I was that guy since day one when I walked through these doors of reality of wrestling. And tonight, I take on Ryan Davidson. And see, I got a lot of respect for Ryan Davidson. I've seen a lot of the work that you've been putting in for years and years around here at Reality of Wrestling. But Ryan, if you don't notice, we out with the old and we in with the new. It's a new Reality of Wrestling, and it will be a new Texas champion here tonight. And I will show y'all why I'm not the it factor, I'm not the X factor, I'm the Dexx factor.
For over 13 years, the King of Solar Screens has been an industry leader, and we proudly use 100% American-made products. Home of the $55 any size, any color solar screen.
Well, what about arches?
$55.
What about circles?
$55.
What about rectangles?
$55.
Any size, any color, installed free. The King of Solar Screens, on time, every time.
Now can you dig that, sucker?
Invest stock in a company. You want to do it right before that company is going to blow up and be the next big thing. Buy your stock right now in 𝐦𝐨𝐫𝐞𝐝.
I definitely agree. You know, a lot of people look at our athletes and they see all kinds of backgrounds come by, but never did I think that I would see a referee turn into a professional wrestler so beloved by everybody at Row Nation.
de la Cruz flying solo on a new mission and really trying to turn the page for his next chapter.
Everybody is looking towards the future here at the Reality of Wrestling. We are under the new bright lights here of a Row Arena, and you know for a fact that Diego de la Cruz is looking at this as an opportunity to start breaking out as a singles competitor, Brittany.
Coming out here by himself, like you said, next chapter, new accordion. We've got everything over here, super exciting. Oh, there we go. Can't let the new accordion get hurt here in the ring. Diego de la Cruz on fire to prove himself tonight, but also, I mean, Isaac Morales definitely got something to prove here. As you said, referee turned wrestler. This could be a huge upset for La Familia.
And I'm excited to see what this matchup will bring here for the future of Reality of Wrestling, as we just saw a new television champion is amongst us, and Erik Lockhart making a huge statement for himself to get us started here tonight. But now, could these two men possibly be trying to jockey for a position to challenge the new champion, Brittany?
Could they? Of course they are. They're going to jockey for a position for the TV championship, the Road championship. If they have a tag team, the tag team championship. This is the place where stars are born, and of course they're going to go after the gold. And if it was a popularity contest, obviously Isaac would have already won.
And you can just see the look there on Diego de la Cruz's face. He knows that he's in there against one of the most popular people in Reality of Wrestling, as this match now begins with a lockup.
Hey, look, it's not about popularity. Let me just cut you off. We're not in high school anymore.
I was never one of the popular kids, so I just kind of stayed back.
Oh, color me surprised.
As we see here, Isaac Morales getting that waist lock from the back, but now Diego de la Cruz reversing it for himself. And whenever you start your feeling out process here, this is actually the first time that I believe these two men have been against each other in singles competition, Brittany. What kind of process is this for the beginning? Oh, as we see the first cover here, but Isaac Morales able to escape, but it looked like the shoulders were down there for Diego de la Cruz. He's got to be careful.
This is definitely something that, oh, look at that, Diego de la Cruz. Technically the veteran here in the ring against Isaac Morales, and doing a nice shot of technical wrestling, that beautiful headlock takeover, trying to squeeze the life out of Isaac Morales here. And that's the thing, is you want to wear Isaac down. If Diego de la Cruz has been doing his homework at all, we know that Isaac can go. He's got the cardio, he's been a referee, he's been a high flyer, and Diego's gonna take him out, and that's gonna be taking out his lungs.
Oh, look at this, able to fold him up, almost like an accordion into the cover here, but no. Just a 2 count there from Diego de la Cruz. Now, Brad, I've got to ask, who do you think has the upper hand here? Will it be Diego de la Cruz as the veteran, or maybe the upstart Isaac Morales, as he maybe has beginner's luck?
Well, you know, I was about to say, you've heard of beginner's luck, right? Yeah, that's not a real thing. In the real world, it's all about experience. And when you talk about experience, you talk about Diego de la Cruz. I mean, this man has done it, and he's done it at a very high level for a very long time.
But Brad, to play devil's advocate here just a little bit, he has, but Isaac Morales has a lot of tricks up his sleeve. He is fresh coming in here.
You know who else has a lot of tricks up their sleeve? David Copperfield. And I don't think he beat Diego de la Cruz in a match either.
Now we see Isaac just starting to pop off here, but it looks like Diego de la Cruz may have cut him off a little bit. But here comes the enziguri. Isaac Morales starting to show that high-flying ability. But Diego de la Cruz saw it coming. Oh! Able to just twist him around and slams him down the center of the ring. Shoulders are down. 1, 2, but not the early victory there for Diego de la Cruz.
And Kirby, as I was saying before, a slam like that not only hurts the spine, but it knocks the wind out of you. And if you can't breathe, you definitely can't fight.
It may have just been instinct on that kick out there from Isaac Morales, as now Diego de la Cruz seems to have found a target. It looks like he's going for the lower back there, Brad.
It's smart. You know, it's smart strategy. Again, that's that veteran instinct coming into play. Picking a body part, going to work on it, and when you're Isaac Morales, who's such a high flyer, if your back's not there to support you, to bend and flip and be there for you, you can't do that offense. It's a smart move from Diego de la Cruz.
Oh! As we hear the Row Nation starting to pick sides, they seem to be favoring more of Isaac Morales, but you can't count out Diego de la Cruz. He's a former tag team champion as he goes into the cover here. 2 count. as now Isaac Morales kicks out. But Diego de la Cruz has championship experience. He has a lot more veteran knowledge than Isaac Morales, and now he's looking to break out into his own, be less known as a tag team wrestler and more as a singles competitor here, as Isaac Morales is starting to unload here, Brad.
He's getting it, man. He's trying to get into his bag.
Well, he's got the Row Nation behind him, and that's fuel him up, but maybe not after that.
Into the cover here, too, and Isaac Morales able to kick out after that backbreaker. Incredibly vicious backbreaker, which is not something we see too much out of Diego de la Cruz, adding more weapons to his arsenal.
Well, that's what's going to make him propel to the next level.
Isaac trying to hurt the lower back as much as possible, maybe just the back in general, and that could very well eliminate not just some of the power game that Isaac Morales can bring, but maybe create enough discomfort to where Isaac Morales can't even do any of his high-flying moves.
Isaac is really going to have to pull down deep to be able to get out of this. He's going to have to go past the pain in his back and let the adrenaline flow in order for him to capitalize against Diego de la Cruz. And it's not looking good right now, but Morales could surprise us.
Diego de la Cruz doing a great job of making sure that Isaac stays grounded, not letting the energy from the Row Nation get to his aid. As look at this, Diego de la Cruz was thinking of going to the corner, but Isaac Morales met him with a back elbow, and now the kick to the face here. Brad, it looks like Isaac Morales could very well be mounting a comeback.
Well, he's trying right there, and that's a good start, and he wants the will of the people to get behind him and give him that little adrenaline boost.
He's definitely got to capitalize and be quick on his feet. Here we go!
Isaac Morales using his speed to connect with that face plant there.
But Isaac cannot wait this long. That is definitely the greenhorn in him here.
Isaac Morales unable to take advantage of the situation there. And that, again, may just be his inexperience starting to show, Brittany.
In order to protect that lower back, but that could be all.
The CTM connects, and Diego de la Cruz says that that's going to be it. Diego de la Cruz starting to build momentum for himself, and I saw him practice that maneuver before. He calls that the CTM, and it seems to have gotten the job done here tonight against Isaac Morales, Brittany.
Isaac Morales put up a great fight. However, Diego de la Cruz has now left his mark here, showing his singles competitorship, and Isaac Morales is probably going to be heading to the chiropractor.
Well, CTM better be count that money, because that's what Diego de la Cruz is going to be doing in the future if he continues to put on impressive performances like that and a show of respect at the end of the match.
An impressive performance indeed, but even more impressive is this right here, the tenacity of Isaac Morales and the respect from veteran Diego de la Cruz.
Walker, Texas Ranger handles the bad guys with a roundhouse kick. I'm Jim Walker, Walker, Texas lawyer. I handle the insurance companies with a roundhouse kick to the wallet. If you've been injured in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, give me a call at 713-552-1117 or visit my website at walkertexaslawyer.com. You'll be glad you did. Why would you call anyone else?
In order to kick some ass, you gotta bring some. I wasn't born the chosen one. I became the chosen one. Through hard work, determination, and winning.
The chosen one, victorious.
You're gonna be a big star. You already are.
I'm stronger. And I'm faster than anyone they've ever put me in the ring with. Being the chosen one isn't just a nickname, it's a gift. And professional wrestling is my gift. That is an absolute, guaranteed. What's my name again?
Down to the ring, Texas title up for grabs. This is a man carving carry on who has really tried to find his footing and cement himself as a mainstay here at the Row.
Well, we're talking about this event being the next chapter of the reality of wrestling. And what better way to start a next chapter than by having a breakout performance by 𝐬𝐸. This man could very well dethrone Ryan Davidson, but it will be a very, very steep hill to climb.
Was a show-stealing performance by Ryan Davidson and 𝐍𝐞𝐞𝐝. Obviously, Kirby, not ending in the best scenario for anybody, especially the final boss, but he's still the Texas champ.
Definitely not the way that Ryan Davidson would have liked to end that matchup. He would have liked a definitive win over one of the best in the independent scene right now in 𝐍𝐞𝐞𝐝. But we see that championship still around the waist of Ryan Davidson, and he's going to take on all comers.
Taking on all comers like Dexx.
𝐬𝐸, indeed. This is definitely a star in the making here with Dexx, and seeing that beautiful title here in the middle of reality of wrestling is just so exciting. It is the Texas title. There's so much heritage, so much history when it comes to a Texas title, and Ryan Davidson has defended it with honor, but let's see if he can continue this streak or if we're going to get an upset here with the next chapter.
As now the bell has rung, this match is official. It is a Texas Championship match. And already earlier today, we saw Erik Lockhart win the television championship. Could the very same thing happen here with 𝐬𝐸, Brad?
It is the next chapter. You have to be ready for anything. That what makes the reality of wrestling so exciting. You never know. Predictions, throw them out the window.
Now, we do always see all kinds of athletes make their way to reality of wrestling. And actually, this is one of the first times I think we have two former football players meeting head-to-head here. As you can see, both men trying to get the upper hand here.
Oh.
Now, Brittany, do you think that's maybe going to give 𝐬𝐸 a kind of edge here in this matchup?
Well, we've seen Ryan Davidson take on all shapes and sizes in that ring. And a big boy like 𝐬𝐸 there is definitely going to take some working down, but you can clearly see the grizzled vet himself has it under control.
I don't know if a chop to the chest is a football position or a football play.
I think that'll get you ejected.
It might get you ejected. There might be a flag on the play after that one for sure. Oh, some nice stiff forearms though, Curb.
Absolutely, as now 𝐬𝐸 is starting to lay it on here on Ryan Davidson. But Ryan able to get the first big hit after that shoulder tackle. And 𝐬𝐸 actually came off his feet. I don't think we've seen that happen too often here in the reality of wrestling. Oh, as you can just see the pain right there on 𝐬𝐸's face.
He's going to cave in the chest of 𝐬𝐸. Just slapping that meat.
Oh my gosh, Ryan Davidson is not giving 𝐬𝐸 even a moment. He is not letting him breathe. He is not letting him get his faculties out of him.
Now, do you think because of his recent run-in with 𝐍𝐸𝐞𝐝, he's hitting a little harder, he's a little bit more aggressive?
I think for sure, Brittany. I was actually going to mention that, but right before you said it, I think he's not seeing 𝐬𝐸 across from him. I think he's seeing 𝐍𝐞𝐞𝐝 Fatu, and this is nothing more than a message being sent to 𝐍𝐞𝐞𝐝 Fatu right now.
Well, Dexx Harm is definitely not receiving that message well and trying to fight back against the bear himself.
Oh, and there we go. Those shoulder tackles right there. That is something that you see from Dexx Harm, and the athleticism in full display as Dexx Harm could be just seconds away from becoming the next Texas champion. And imagine how that would look on your resume. Defeating Ryan Davidson, the grizzled vet, one of the cornerstones here of reality wrestling, into the shoulders are down. But a quick kick out from Ryan Davidson. That kind of win, how would that look on a resume, Brittany?
Just a one, but looking on the resume here of Dexx Harm, I mean, that could project him into such new heights. And I want to go back to the athleticism of Dexx Harm here, is that, listen to this crowd. Sorry, I'm just taken aback.
It's beautiful.
It is so
beautiful. You love to see it.
Row Nation is in full effect, but Dexx Harm, like I say, larger men can be athletic too. This is 2023, okay? You don't need to be small to be able to fly, and Dexx Harm's clearly showing that he is an athlete by any stretch here in this ring.
Oh, look at that. Dexx Harm delivering that midsection shot with that knee. And you got to imagine, not only would he be able to win the Texas Championship by defeating Ryan Davidson here tonight, as the shoulders are down. 1, 2, that could be it. No. He would also be defeating a former Reality of Wrestling champion, a former tag team champion, former television champion. Ryan Davidson is a Grand Slam champion. He's won just about everything, the first. So this win would be the biggest statement win for Dexx Harm.
I think the problem that Ryan Davidson would have hearing that is the word former. As I say, he's currently focused on keeping and retaining and being the current Texas champion. So he's not looking for that former. He's looking to be the current.
I think Dexx Harm may have just made a mistake slapping Ryan Davidson 3 times. And look at that, firing back. Somebody called Dana White. I think we got a new contender for slap fight right now.
Power slap. Somebody just made a TikTok of that.
That can't feel good. Can't feel good at all.
Who gave you that impression?
Well, you know, the look on his face.
I hear you.
Ryan Davidson, look at this. With those shots to the chin. Shades of Dusty Rhodes, the Texas legend. Oh!
Dexx Harm dazed and confused now, but Davidson's not done.
Ryan setting him up. Flipping him over, and now we know what comes next. The bear trap. Row Nation is coming alive for the Texas champion. And I think I know what's coming next. Thinking Davidson driver, but Dexx Harm had it scouted. He did his homework ahead of this Texas championship match.
Well, that's the thing, is there is a lot of footage. Of Ryan Davidson, not just defending this title, but like you said, defending all of his former championships. So Dexx has a lot to look at.
Game tape. What every great athlete does. Oh man. And those shots to the back of the thigh can disable you. It can put the numbness in that thigh.
Oh, here we go.
Bear lariat, bear lariat.
The bear lariat connected, and Dexx Harm never saw it coming. New tricks up of the sleeve of Ryan Davidson. That's how he lifts him up. And Davidson driver plants him down to retain the championship. 1, 2. That's all she wrote. Ryan Davidson getting another championship retention added to his record, but now he's asking for a microphone. We're gonna hear from the champion.
What a dominant performance by the final boss.
Listen to Row Nation.
Summer Champions. Trust me, anytime
Texas champion anytime, anywhere. He wants 𝐍𝐞𝐞𝐝 once again.